Hi, how's it going, guys? We are just now getting started here on our stream. We're going to give it a few minutes to make sure people show up. But if you're here, make sure to just hang out. And we will get started very, very soon. So we are going to be playing Legacy of the Weirdboy today. Of course, this is the most recent DLC for Sanctus Reach. We're definitely going to be playing some Legacy of the Weirdboy. We just want to make absolutely sure that all of our streams are running up to par. And it looks like Twitch is running. I'm seeing it running here on my screen at least, but I'm not seeing it running in our Restream IO thing. So let's take a look here at the Twitch channel. And it does seem like it's running. So I'm actually just going to say hello anyone there here in Twitch. And hopefully that'll be sufficient. All right, good guys. So I'm actually starting to see a few people show up here in the Twitch stream. For those of you that are on YouTube, again, we can't watch every single platform at once, but we appreciate you guys showing up, of course, and we will be switching between Twitch and YouTube to sort of get an idea of what you guys are doing and how you guys are reacting to the stream. I'm going to go ahead and get started here with our stream. I think we're about a minute early before we're actually supposed to start streaming, but I think we can go ahead and get started. So for those of you that were not aware or maybe wondering, we're of course going to be continuing off of the games we've already been playing. Well, essentially the game we've already been playing within actually Legacy of the Weirdboy. So we're going to go ahead and let me just jump in here as well to the Slytherin Games live streaming system so we can take a look at what everybody's saying. And basically, we've gotten pretty far here, but I'm actually worried that we're going to be losing this battle. I don't see how we could possibly win. How's it going, Darren Baker? Good to see you, man. But we're going to try our best. So let's go ahead and jump right into Legacy of the Weirdboy. And as you can see, we've had this battle wagon for a while. We just actually used Big Red, who is, of course, our protagonist for this story, to actually give a boost to this battle wagon. I'm also going to do the same with the Warpath skill. But essentially, we want to try to take out this Dreadnought. We also have what I believe to be some Predator tanks over here, or one Predator tank, and taking this area is certainly going to be extremely difficult, if not downright impossible. So we're going to, of course, try to move forward and take this area if we can. Of course, there is a small chance we're not going to succeed, but I'm going to do my absolute best. We also need to go ahead and retake that area, but I think the biggest threat, besides the Dreadnought, which is of course extremely dangerous, is going to be these Melt-A-Gun packs. So we're going to open fire at them with the Warbiker Dakabob, or Dakagob perhaps, and that was actually an immediate critical hit. Really nice shooting there. I'm also going to fire at the Long Fang Heavy Bolter unit. We only have a 30% chance to actually hit here, but I think it's worth it. So let's go for it. There we go. Critical hit. Man, this guy does a lot of damage. Let's take a look and see if our Orc boys can get any shots. Sadly, they're out of range, and we could also move Big Red a little closer to the enemy Dreadnought, and I think I'm going to do that. Pretty sure Big Red, with 400 HP, he's got a lot of hit points here. He can take a pretty nasty beating, so we're going to bring him up also to just assist us with taking this guy out. I'm also going to use the doctor's tools on Painboy himself so that he's feeling a little bit better about his grievous wounds, let's say. And of course, welcome everybody on Twitch. Hey, Darthan Gamer, how you doing, man? Was going to Thailand for 2 weeks. I hope you had fun. Did the Carrier game ever come out? I wanted to get it ever since you streamed it. Yes, it certainly did, Darthan Gamer. So Carrier Deck is out, and you can definitely pick it up. I believe it's out for iOS as well as PC. So feel free to go take a look, pick it up, and you can find it on Steam. Definitely a worthwhile purchase, and I'm glad you liked my stream with that. It was definitely one of my most anxious streams as of yet, because that game, if you're not paying attention, everything goes wrong, and you end up getting absolutely crushed. So that was happening to me quite frequently. Okay, let's keep on moving, guys. I think we moved everyone up. Oh, no, we still got our flash gits. We're going to get these flash gits up as well. And we'll bring these slugganobs as well. And actually, at some point, I think we're going to have to use... what's his name here? What's his name? Not you, Big Red. Yes. No, it's not the Scorcher. Damn it, where did he go? Ah, yes, there we go. The Pain Boy Rattleteeth, which, by the way, is just a hilarious name. I love it. I think it's really good. So we'll take a look. And yes, says Darth and Gamer. Absolutely glad to deliver good news, man. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and end the turn. We've done just about everything we can. We do still have a few units back here, and I guess at this point, we can't be picky. We need to take everybody we've got. Especially this guy. This guy seems like he's in okay shape, but unfortunately he's still stuck in here in this poison cloud that we put in ourselves. And actually, I don't think it's properly a poison cloud. I think it really just slows units down, so I'm not too concerned. But let's end the turn and hope that things go our way. Oh man, he's already firing at the vehicle. 9 HP. At least he's firing at the front of the vehicle, but let's just hope that he doesn't do too much damage to it. No, that's certainly not normal, Darth and Gamer. Thanks for pointing that out. Let's see what we can do about that. 1 second. This should be better. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so it actually looks like there's still some Space Wolves over here. I did not notice them. So we're going to use our Choppas against these Terminators. Hopefully we take a Terminator out. If not... well, we lose one of our Orc boys. Not exactly too concerned. And hello, Straylight. That seems better indeed. Okay, so let's go ahead and move up with the Killacan. Now, this Killacan does have a rocket. I'm thinking this rocket plus the Battle Wagon are the only things that are going to be able to take that Dreadnought out. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to open fire on the Dreadnought. Our chance to hit is 100%. We are hitting that frontal armor. Although you can see that is a critical hit. I mean, this is a massive gun. And we actually managed to do some decent damage to the enemy. I'd like to go ahead and use one of Big Red's skills and abilities. Maybe we can use the Power Vomit, but then again, I think we're taking a big risk getting too close to Big Red, or getting Big Red too close to the enemy, especially since they've got a friggin' Dreadnought here. We should probably be a little more careful where we move. Now, I will take the Warbiker Squadron and actually fire at the Dreadnought. Now, actually, our damage potential is rather low. But I'm hoping we get lucky here. And then I'm going to go ahead and retake this point. Oh my gosh, look what we just got. We got a Gorkanaut, guys. That changes things pretty dramatically. We'll be bringing our beautiful Gorkanaut. And I thought this was a point we had already captured in our the previous part of this battle. But no, we just got this baby, and she's beautiful. So I can't wait to use it, and we're going to go ahead and take a look here. I think she can actually already fire at the Deathstorm, at the Dreadnought with the Deathstorm Mega Shooter. It might not be an effective shot, but it's the thought that counts, as many people have told me after terrible gifts. Let's go ahead and open fire, and here we go. Another hit. Boom. So actually, and we managed to kill a Long Fang Heavy Bolter unit. Well, yeah, one of the units anyway. But I'm still going to be keeping most of these guys back. We could actually give some fighting juice to Pain Boy. And I'm still not understanding the fighting juice thing, so I'm not sure if he's giving it to himself or if it's any unit that's like close to him. Either way, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, because now that we've got that beautiful Gorkanaut, basically our repertoire of abilities has just increased dramatically. We could see Straylight Entertainment there, and by the way, these guys created the game. Just excellent guys are just going, oh yes, like they know what's coming up next. We thought we were going to lose. Now I'm almost certain we're going to win, as long as we can get to that last point and just keep on working our way through. As you can see, that point is ours, that point is ours, that point is ours. The only one we're lacking is this final one right here. So we still have 10 turns remaining. It's a lot of time to think tactically. Now, what's this? We could use the Warp Bubble. 50% cover bonus, why not? So just automatic 50% cover bonus, might as well make it a lot harder for the enemy to target us, and we'll end the turn. Oh no, oh no, that's not good. Enemy just got 2 Predators that came out of nowhere. So 2 massive tanks that just popped up out of nowhere. We're definitely going to have to turn our attention to them. And that is definitely an issue. Yeah, there should be audio. I think it's a runs problem because we're definitely seeing it play over here. Yeah, so there's definitely audio going. Could be run with some issue. Let's go ahead and take the battle wagon. But if someone else has an issue, please let me know. Just refresh, generally speaking, probably solve that problem. Okay, so here we go, guys. Let's take the battle wagon. Where did he go? Where did he... Come on. All right, we're going to move forward with the Orc Boy, even at the risk of getting shot. Man, that guy has definitely bugged out. Okay, so let's move down with the Gorkanaut. We can at least start taking on the enemy tanks. I mean, those are some nasty, nasty tanks. Just destroyed the cover right in front of them. And I don't know if that's going to do too much damage to a tank unit. We've also got some missiles. I think we might have to wait a turn or two to be able to use them. We might have to get a little bit closer here. And we'll also use our flash kits. So let's go ahead. But our damage potential is fairly low. Although I'm thinking we could still probably do a lot of damage here to this guy. There we go, guys. Could this be a dead tank next turn? I think it could be. Let's open fire and find out. Come on, man. You got to do better than that. Fire again. Oh, we were so close as well to getting a kill there. And it looks like, yeah, the enemy definitely got some reinforcements with those tanks. You know, I might even take this guy back just to get a shot on that tank because I know he's got such incredibly low HP that we could actually take him out with just a regular unit. 1 HP, come on, come on. Oh, we were so close, guys. Close, but no cigar, unfortunately. Okay, so the one thing I'm worried about is obviously the enemy Predator. Well, the enemy Predators and the enemy Dreadnought. More specifically, the enemy Dreadnought. Let's move our Pain Boy up. And I want to throw a grenade, but I think this guy's a bit out of range. Yeah, definitely. At least it will slow him down if he moves into this area. We'll go ahead and also fix the health. And let's also grab these Mega Nobs. I think the Mega Nobs might be able to go ahead and open fire here on the Grey Hunter Bolter Pack. Oh yeah, definitely. Of course, I think the bigger threat is going to be the Long Fang Heavy Bolter unit. And another bonus here is they're already panicked, so it's going to be quite difficult for them to stop being panicked and to get their head on right. As a manner of speaking. This is not free DLC, unfortunately, Hell's Dog. We wish we could give it for free, but it's not free. And I think the folks from Straylight here can give you a price quote. If not, I'm sure one of my colleagues, if they're watching, can go ahead and let you know what the price is going to be for this game. But no, with the amount of work that the guys at Straylight have put into this, it can't be free. It can't be free. We wish. Okay, so I really want to run in here and do some damage, but I think what I'm going to actually do is take these Scorcher Nopes and try to get around the enemy. So this way we don't have to worry about cover as much, and we really stand a chance of actually getting behind them and doing some major damage. So I think that's about all we're going to do for this turn. Let's end the turn and hopefully get a Predator kill next turn. Here we go, guys. Nice! Wow! Look at what the Flash Kits just did. 196 HP from the Predator tank. I was not expecting that, and it looks like our boys just took it out and got a level up. That's incredible. Now, where's that damn Dreadnought, though? And I don't like the fact they're shooting at Big Red. Rear armor is paper, that's why. Thank you, Straylight. And I think I'm seeing that damn Dreadnought. He's all the way in the back. Maybe he's doing his taxes. Let's get up there quickly. I want to take this fellow here. And we're, of course, going to move Big Red. I think if Big Red dies, I could be mistaken on this, we lose. So we do want to be careful with him. And I must say I'm taking some liberties, sort of moving him around like a rag doll, because we need him. I mean, let's just put it simply. He's useful. But we're going to keep on moving. So let's keep moving, and hopefully we can get a shot here. If not at the other units, at least at the Grey Hunter Bolter Pack. Our chance to hit is actually very high. So we're going to keep on firing and maybe wipe out this irritating Space Wolf unit. Here we go. Get him, boys. Oh, so close. 26 HP. Let's see if we can finish this guy off. So we might be able to finish it off just with the rocket launcher Kilocan. Come on. Oh, you're the worst. Okay, we still do have a flash gets. So Strelay was mentioning that rear armor is paper. Oh, unfortunately, I probably shouldn't have tried to get behind the enemy when I knew that I would get some shots at me, but I'm still going to try to fire. Ooh, we have a problem. We've got some cover between us. I was going to try to fire at the rear armor of the Predator. Obviously, that did not work out the way we wanted. What I am going to do, however, first of all, I want to take a look. Yeah, he's got quite a lot of health left. So let's move forward with our beautiful Gorkanaut. And let's shoot. Keep it up. That's it. She's gone. 2 dead Predators. I mean, in such quick succession, too. I mean, the enemy, if I were the Space Marines, I would be absolutely terrified at this point. And we've actually got a panicked Kilocan. I don't think that that's even acceptable. You won't lose if Big Red dies. Thank you, Straylight. We avoided doing that kind of thing in the game because we feel it wouldn't give you much incentive to use a hero unit. I like that, and I think that's a pretty good point. So we can be reckless with Big Red, although I'd still rather like to save him because he gives some very good buffs, of course, and he's useful. But it's good to know that if I lose him, I can continue the wah against the enemy. Besides, I mean, I'm assuming, and this is just an assumption, I'm no Warhammer 40k genius by any means, but I'm assuming that orcs, if one of their leaders dies, they just elect a new, well, they don't elect, a new leader takes control pretty damn quickly. There's not much discussion to be had. So here we go. We managed to flank the enemy. Excellent flank there, and I'd love to go ahead and just wipe that unit out completely. Thank you, Warbikers. Really, really love the Warbikers. Okay, let's keep on moving. See if we can, of course. Got some mega nobs here that have not made it to the end of the battle. But Mork and Gork will remember their sacrifice. Just going to take a quick look here, guys. So hello to everybody on YouTube, everybody on Twitch as well. Really good to see you guys. Don't forget to obviously subscribe to these channels if you're new. Okay, let's take a look here. So I think we'll end the turn. We're slowly but surely discovering where that enemy dreadnought is. I think it's going to be somewhere back here, probably near the last and the final point there. And maybe we won't even need the Gorkanaut to take him out, but only time will tell. Let's end the turn. Okay, beautiful. And I see him. I see him. Can the battle wagon still kill him? I don't know. I think I definitely want to turn the battle wagon this way. Oh, I can't turn the battle wagon right now, and we definitely have stuff in the way. But we're going to keep sending the Gorkanaut to that last capture point. And I just noticed the level up. So we've got the Super Stick Bomb, a crack stick bombs wired together, designed to make the biggest bang possible. This is absolutely an orc idea, but this was actually done. Bundle grenades, I'm sure you guys have heard about them during World War I. You know, these things certainly occurred. I think that this is definitely an orc idea. Like, let's just tape together a bunch of bombs and hope for the best. And we've also got the Stun Bomb, which stuns enemy for a turn. I think we're definitely going to take the Stick Bomb. And we also gained 50 HP since we gained a level. So very, very neat right there. We'll, of course, move forward with this fellow here. And the Scorching Nob as well. Why not? Where's Rattleteeth? There he is. So we're going to move Rattleteeth up here. He's got some pretty good cover. Rattleteeth is an odd-looking individual. I really like the way that his model is put together. Just that right arm that's been ripped off, so they've replaced it with sort of mechanical arm that seems somewhat more useful. Hey, Kendra, good to see you, buddy. We never retreat, we never surrender. Explicitity, overgrown mushrooms. By the way, this game is my first hex-based strategy game. Great job hunting, guys. Awesome, Hell's Dog. Glad to hear it, man. We are very glad that that people are getting into strategy, you know, via our games. It's always makes us happy. And let's go ahead and end the turn. We're still hunting that Dreadnought. I mean, that's really our goal, the Dreadnought, and of course the final point. Oh boy, oh boy. We just got some nasty shots on our bikes, and I'll be honest, I didn't even remember to use the damn bikes. Move forward. Let's go. Yes, that's a kill. That's a kill right through the frontal armor, and it's still cut through it like a hot knife through butter. Absolutely beautiful. Now, of course, we're going to that final capture point. So we're just going to run as quickly as we can to that area. I'm hoping that, you know, there aren't any people defending it, but it looks like I can already see a Longfang missile unit there waiting for us, stealthily, slowly but surely, getting ready for a massive fight against the Orc hordes. Although I don't think they have much of a chance, but let's see what happens. Come on, boys. And actually, there is a heavy bolter unit here. Good shooting, boys. That's a good question by Kurt. Okay, let's end the turn here. Actually, we've still got one unit over here. A Flashgitz, that's right, the Flashgitz is still alive. Our hero. I think the Flashgitz might be my favorite Orc unit. The Astra Militarum. That would be great, guys. All right, let's end the turn here. Oh my gosh. Oh no. We've got another Predator, guys. We've got another Predator and 2 units of Longfang missile units. So yeah, Big Red survived that incredibly. We're going to see if he can get the hell out of there. Did not expect that to happen. I expected just a rollover there at the end. Let's keep on moving. So at this point, I think we're definitely going to have to bring the Gorkanaut, Grubchew is his name, over here as quickly as possible. We'll also bring the Battle Wagon. And, of course, some more Orc units. Why not? I'm going to try and get rid of those missile units if we can before we take on the enemy Predator, but that may not be an option. So we'll have to see. Some Gribbly Demons. Interesting, guys. And actually, I'm wondering, you know, how would demons see orcs? Do they just see them as completely useless, or... Because I've always seen the orcs as extremely vicious, and now you guys are mentioning demons, I'm starting to think, wow, they must be even more vicious than the orcs. Could they possibly be more vicious than Dark Eldar? I don't think that's possible, but we'll have to see. All right, let's keep going, guys. We're going to keep on moving. I think so far of all of the races, and again, I'm no Warhammer wizard at all. It's not really something that I spent too much time on, but I read the description for the Dark Eldar, and I was amazed at just how absolutely evil those guys sound. All right, we can do a bonus warp bubble. I think right now we're not going to do anything. We're just going to end the turn and hope for the best. Oh, that makes sense. Pretty much anything that moves. It's a good answer. So let's move forward with the Megadopes. And again, I don't want to lose these guys, but sacrifice is part of the war. Okay, let's keep going. So the only issue, really, that I can see with the Gorkanaut, the only issue, and we've used him many times in the past, is just the speed. But obviously, if you're going to get a unit this huge, yeah, you're going to have some issues with movement because they're just massive machines, and it's going to be hard to change that. So actually, it looks like we can fire at the Predator already. Nah, not too good. And we're trying to fire through the side armor. Critical hit. That's what we're looking for. Had we gotten 2 of those, that would have been much better. Of course, can't pick what you're going to get every single time. And it looks like this bike might also be knocked out the next battle. But actually, he got very lucky with a critical hit, just 1 unit. And we've already panicked the enemy Predator tank. I think the crew of this Predator probably saw what happened to their buddies, and they were like, you know what? We don't want any part of this. Let's keep on moving. Oh, thank you, Spartan. Well, I'm glad you added us because of BSG Deadlock. I hope you'll also add our YouTube channels, Slytherin Games and Matrix Games Press. Hope you guys will definitely take a look at that. And, of course, go visit Straylight's page as well. Is Straylight an excellent company? And Straylight is the company that created this game, the one we're looking at right now. So make sure to take a look at them. And as far as BSG Deadlock goes, we're not going to be doing a lot of news about that for a little while at least, but we will, of course, come back with more news. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the stream. I really am. And thank you so much for that. Let's keep on moving. Let's get this victory. All right, come on, boys. End turn. Oh, Long Fang missile units. Just obliterating some of our guys. And, of course, I knew they were going to go for the Mega Nubs. Looks like even the Predator is going to start moving a bit. And what's this? No! What is that thing? Oh, boy. This is going to get interesting. It's going to get very interesting, guys. So this is definitely, I must give it to the guys from Straylight. This is my favorite battle so far. In all of Sanctus Reach. It's just, and of course this is the Legacy of the Weirdboy DLC, guys, but I mean, there's constant action. I mean, I keep thinking that I'm right on the verge of victory, and then all of a sudden more enemies show up, or I'm right on the verge of defeat, and suddenly I destroy a ton of enemies. It's great. I'm really liking it. I'm going to try to take out this Rhino Transport, although I'm starting to think the Wolfguard Terminators are more dangerous, and the damage potential is quite high, so I'm going for it. Never dedicated a round that large just to one Wolfguard Terminator. So here we go. You're doing the fans proud of the stream. Thank you, man. Got to keep you on your toes, says Straylight. Absolutely. Okay. Let's go and see if... I really want to throw that grenade, so I'm going to use the Fungus Stick Bomb. And it does do 30 damage per turn, and it does have area of effect. See, I thought this was entirely movement-based, but it definitely has an area of effect for damage, so we're going to toss that out. Make sure none of our boys jump in that particular smoke, although I'm sure the orcs might even be immune to it. We don't know. Orcs are pretty resilient to just about anything toxic. Okay, let's keep on moving. Oh my goodness. Look at that tank running away. We'll fire at the Long Fang missile unit, despite the fact that it's pretty unlikely we're going to hit them because of the cover that they're using right now. But it's always good to try. And, of course, we'll move forward. And we can also take that point pretty soon. Now, something about rear armor being paper thin. We could get to them, but unfortunately we're out of the line of sight. But let's fire at the Long Fang missile unit with the Mega Nubs. Yes, 3 turns left. You're absolutely right, guys. Thank you, Straylight. We don't have the time to pussyfoot around. We've got to get to that point immediately. Hopefully immediately. We're going to start just basically rushing it because there's a lot of Long Fang missile units out here. So I'm actually going to rally these guys just to make sure their morale is good. I should have probably waited a little bit so I could have gotten more units for that rally. I'm absolutely going to be disappointed if we don't make it to that point in 3 turns. Come on, boys. 20% chance to hit. Once again, very small, but if we could even take out one of these Long Fang missile units, we're greatly improving our chances of making it to that point. So I'm going to keep on taking that risk. And let's see. And this will increase our fighting ability, but I think I'm going to wait until some more units get in here before I do that. Look at our flash gets. So actually, I'm also going to move forward with the Pain Boy here. And let's end the turn. Nice reactionary fire there by our men. And actually, that missed, but it hit one of the other units behind us. And the Predator is still able to fire. I thought he was terrified, but apparently not terrified enough to start running. He's definitely still willing to put up a fight. Oh no, we've got a Space Wolf hero. I'll fix that, just gotta chop it off first. What a typical orc thing to say. You got a splinter in your hand? I'll fix that. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Okay, here we go. Let's move forward. So, of course, our Mechanobs unit. And I think we should probably target the enemy here, the Longfang missile unit. Try and kill them, or at least heavily damage them. Obviously, getting them to panic would also be a huge bonus. Let's see what the Gorkanaut can do, if he's in range. And yes, we're going to use our twin rocket launcher. It's not always very accurate, I'll admit, but we'll use the big shooter. And actually, this Longfang missile unit may be the luckiest Longfang missile unit I've seen, because they actually got out of the way of the rockets and, obviously, the twin-linked autocannon. Of course, the chance of hitting them is only 15%, but with that many shots, I expect to get a hit, and we did take out one of them. So that's excellent. And, of course, we're going to go ahead. We're so close to that point. So close. Let's open fire. Good shooting, boys. Absolutely amazing. And we also have a goo bomb. Oh, so this is the one that impedes movement. I think this is what confused me originally with Rattletief, is that this particular bomb is really used to basically get a character stuck. And we've also got these spiky bits. 50% chance the attacker takes half the damage they inflict from melee attacks. That's also pretty awesome. I do prefer the goo bomb, but if the enemy had a lot of land units left, I would have probably taken the other thing. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and just deal with the goo bomb. I think it's good enough, and just keep moving towards the objective point. Let's hope they don't have any tricks up their sleeve, and we might be able to grab a victory here. Yes, absolutely, and I should be more clear on that. Sorry, Spartan, I just saw your question, and just like Straylight said, you can buy Sanctus Reach right now, and the base game is excellent. I mean, this is, of course, an expansion, but for instance, this beauty right here, the Gorkanaut, is available in the other games. So is the Killican and most of the units you see here. I think with the exception of course, Big Red and a few other units. Big Red is, of course, the protagonist of this particular story, Legacy of the Weirdboy. Big Red is the Weirdboy. All right, let's end the turn. We're so close to that point, guys. Have faith. No, he killed the Meganobs. It's not what I was looking forward to, but we managed to kill the Longfang rocket launcher, so that's definitely a bonus. I just hope they don't take back any of these points. Of course, he's going to try to kill our poor gun. What did the gun ever do to you guys? All right. Yes. Yes. Oh, glory to the orcs. Glory to Gork and Mork. There we go, guys. We've gotten a victory. Absolutely great. And we can actually see the eliminations here. Sort of lets you know who got what, how many kills, etc. occurred. We will continue. So there's all sorts of different places we can go, and that's another thing I really love about the Sanctus Reach series, is once you win the first mission, now you can sort of choose your path. So we've got the Hollow Hills, we've got the Acid Woods, we've got the Imperial Fortress, and Gofftown. Gofftown is probably a place where I feel most safe, as it were, because I'm an orc, and we are playing the veteran class, by the way, or the veteran difficulty setting. I'm going to go to Gofftown. I think this is probably a place where orcs are loved or respected to a degree. So let's select that and jump into Gofftown. Now, of course, if you want to be really crazy, you could go to the Imperial Fortress, but I'm not so sure that's a bright idea. Okay, so here we go. Orc and Space Wolf armies hold positions in the west. Both forces have orders to advance without losing their bases. The objective for both sides is to control most VPs when the turn limit runs out. All right, I hope we get some pretty nice units. So actually, we get to decide. And this is another excellent part of the game is, of course, you've got your force pool on certain missions, especially when you play skirmish, stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to take a rocket Kilocan, without a doubt. But we've also got to keep in mind, we can't just take really, really tough units. Like Krumpa's another really tough unit. We can't just do that. We've got to sort of spread it out a bit. So I also like these Def Copter with the rocket launcher. I'm also going to take a Slugganob. Now this is for close combat. Some Shooter Boys. And some Burner Boys. Let's actually get 3 Shooter Boys. Now we can basically just invest in really, really dangerous stuff. I like the Shooter Boy rattle guns. Alright. Unfortunately, we're running out of force points here. Let's get the Pain Boy Dredge Gut here. Actually, we'll get those Flash Gits. We can just barely afford them. I might get rid of one of these Shooter Boys just to afford the Flash Gits. I love the Flash Gits. What can I say? And we'll take the Orc Boy Ogfang. So sort of basically cannon fodder units, the Orc Boys, really. Absolutely. The campaign does entail you taking over different sectors of the map, whether you're playing as the Orcs or the Space Marines. Now, that's another major thing that I should mention now. One of the other things about this campaign, or about this particular campaign that's excellent, is it allows you to play a campaign from an Orc perspective. Now, before, you could still play the Orcs in skirmish mode and stuff like that, but now you actually have your very own campaign as the Orcs if you get this DLC. If you get the base game, you have a campaign as the Space Wolves, which, of course, it's got the same idea about taking over different provinces of the map, different sectors. But if you want to play as the Orcs, you're absolutely going to want to pick up Legacy of the Weirdboy. So let's start moving forward. And we're just in deploy mode right now. I'm pretty happy with where I'm deployed, but we could get these guys a little closer together, I guess. It's actually probably not a good idea to have them too close. Although they are Orcs, so if they were Space Wolves, that would be true. Since they're Orcs, maybe it is a good idea to have them quite close. And I think that's good for now. Get the Shooter Boys out here, and we'll end the turn. And it looks like we've just got one area to take over here. Or maybe 2 points. Yeah, it looks like 2 points that we have to take over. So let's go ahead and move forward. It doesn't seem to be much cover, but we just found some of the enemies, so we'll fire on the Thunderwolves, which, by the way, excellent unit by the Space Wolves. I know a lot of people that play the miniatures really, really love to use the Thunderwolves in their armies. And it looks like they are taking damage like a boss. They're not having too many issues here. We're going to move, and let's open fire on the Rhino Transport. And actually, our chance to hit is very low, and so is the damage potential. So I'm actually going to switch over to the Thunderwolf here, and the damage potential is still pretty low. So we're just going to come in, we'll fire, and we'll get the hell out of there. And yeah, I'm a little surprised by that. So let's move forward. Actually, we won't move the Orc Boys forward. They're pretty much useless. Let's go open fire here. Come on, boys. Man, those Thunderwolves are strong. Thank you, Strelitz. So campaigns also include abilities which you can give to your units to make them ridiculously powerful. That's true, and we saw that, guys, in the last mission when we got those specialized grenades. You know, it really allows you to, I guess, build your units up, you know, build those Orc squads up to their full potential and really make them the mightiest Orcs possible. Who knows, eventually maybe they will be leading the WoW themselves. But for now, they're just soldiers. Where do you pick up the game? So you can, I'll actually give you a link right now. Hold on one second. So you can get the game on Twitch, or not, excuse me, on Twitch, on Steam if you'd like. What I recommend you do is you head over to, let me just paste this here for you. And this is going to be the main website of Slytherin Group, which means that you're not only buying from Slytherin, you will also get a key to use on Steam, if that's your thing. Or you can also, of course, buy directly on Steam itself. If you're not familiar with the Steam app, let me give you that as well. And of course, all you do is put in Sanctus Reach here, and you can purchase it right off Steam. All right, guys, let's jump back in. I like that too. All right, I'm sold. I always like to hear that when I'm doing a stream. It makes me happy. It means I'm doing my job. All right, I'm sold. Good. Well done. Another soul for us to collect. Not a problem, Spartan. Okay, so we got the flash kits here. Flash kits, obviously, they are just vicious. Let's kill these wolves. Critical hit. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'd also recommend, if you have the time, Spartan, head over to our actual YouTube channel, which is Slytherin Games, S-L-I-T-H-E-R-I-N-E Games, and take a look at our tutorials for this game, because there are a few tutorials you might want to look at, cover, etc. All of these things play a part in Sanctus Reach. Right now, I'm actually not using too much cover, but for instance, this rock could be a form of cover, this rock formation, and as long as I'm behind the rock formation, directly behind it one tile, I can see anything ahead of me, of course, and fire at it, but the enemy's going to have a much tougher time dealing damage to me, if that makes sense. So I definitely get myself acquainted with everything. I do want to fire at that long fang missile units. Yes, that was nice. Critical hit. Oh, so close to a total kill there. And I think our Slugganobs, unfortunately, they need to get close to kill, but the Slugganobs, if they had a few pistols, could probably finish those guys off. I think so, absolutely. The tutorial should cover it. I don't think the learning curve is very difficult. I absolutely think this is something that just about anybody can learn and enjoy. Of course, you know, when going into deeper strategy about how you sort of play out your armies, etc., how you set up your armies, that's totally up to you. Let's take a look here. I'll let Straylight deal with that one. That's a very, very long question with no periods or commas. I'm running out of breath. No, I think I understand what you're saying, man. I'll let Straylight answer that question. I think they would probably give you a better answer than I would. Let's see. Okay, let's end the turn here. Oh, we've got wall bikes moving up. Actually, some pretty good reactionary fire. I'd also like to say hi to the 7 watching us on YouTube. Good to see you guys there as well. Oh man, they're setting up the flamers. Oh my gosh. Just totally blew our guys to little bits. We've got little orc bits strewn all over the place. And I think they're about to knock down our choppa. Be lucky if they didn't destroy it already. Alright, here we go. Let's get them flash kits. So I think we're going to fire at the Rhino transport. 70% chance to hit, and we're just decimating this thing. I think we can blow it up this turn. I should never jinx myself, but I really thought we could. Time to kill some wolves. There we go. I think one more shot should take out one of these wolves at least. Maybe not. There we go, finally. So we're actually going to move in here, and if you see that skull over the Thunder Wolf unit here, this essentially means that the enemy's panicked. I believe that means they're unable to attack, or very unlikely to attack. It really harms their overall morale. Well, let me go ahead and see if I can hit the Rhino transport through the side with a rocket. There's a critical hit. What did I tell you guys? I told you I would kill a rhino this turn, and I didn't lie. Look at that. Burning up. I feel bad for anybody that could be inside, but they did, of course, get out a few turns ago. Let's move up here with the beautiful Burner Boys. Let's give these guys some fire to play with. Oh, yes. 59 HP. I mean, they're already terrified, as you can see. They're already shaken. And incredible. Thank you, Straylight. So Spartan is asking those red tiles, what do they mean? So that's a really good question. So what these red tiles essentially mean, I'll try to find them again. We might have to wait till next turn to get them, but I understand what you're talking about. And basically that's the line of sight of the enemy. So if you move into those red tiles, there is a chance that you will get shot at. There is a chance that the enemy will fire at you. The chance depends on a number of factors. Like, for instance, at least from what I've noticed, if I move units with pretty low value, like, you know, just some regular units, it's unlikely the enemy responds with a shot. If I'm moving high value targets, then they'll respond with a reactionary shot. So they kind of get a chance to do a little damage to you right off the bat. And as you can see, for instance, just to show you guys the broken, this is after shaken. And once you're broken, your unit can't do anything. We can't move anywhere with this Slug and Knobs unit. We're totally stuck. We can't shoot. We can't do any melee attacks. We're just completely stuck. Oh, he was talking about specifically the red flame tiles. I thought he was just talking about the red tiles in general. So yeah, with the flamethrower, the red tiles mean one thing, but if you're trying to move and you see those red tiles in your movement zone, that's essentially the enemy has a chance to open fire on you. Exactly like Straylight said there at the bottom. Yep. All right, let's move up the Killican. So watch out for those red tiles. I mean, if I have a Gorkanaut, I don't care. I'll walk through a red tile any day, unless it's a Predator tank looking at me. I could care less. But if you've got a unit that's maybe not as strong or a unit that's rather weak, you might want to rethink, you know, charging in right away. Oh no! You see, I went into the red tile. There you go. So once again, more red tiles up here. If I go in there, I'm going to get shot at. More than likely, not always. I mean, again, it's not always the case that you're going to get shot at, but more than likely. So I don't want to shoot our own men, which is a possibility. Let's try to hit the Longfang missile unit. Come on. Practice your shooting, boys. Yes. One down. A lot more to go. All right, let's end the turn. First, we want to use this guy, the Orc Boys. And again, really our cannon fodder unit. Orc Boys are, next to Gretchen's, probably the most useless unit. They're really just cannon fodder. You know, you're supposed to use them to basically draw fire away from your more important units. I think at least that's how I use them in my games. I'm not sure if Straylight would have a differing opinion, but they certainly like to get shot at, the poor little Orc Boys. All right, let's go ahead and end the turn. Turn it over to the enemy. Some excellent shots there by the Space Wolves, I must admit. Oh no, they're burning us up. I think that unit is in big trouble. And that Longfang missile unit, despite being in a really bad state, actually managed to get out there and fire at us. And it looks like the Thunderwolf is tucking his tail and running, and unfortunately he won't get that chance. Well, fortunately for us, and it looks like the Flash Gits just got to level up. I'm really curious to see what skill the Flash Gits get here, being such a vicious unit. Let's take a look here. What's our bonus? So it's either going to be the Fungus Stick Bomb. I love this thing. This is the area of effect stick bomb, and this second one, the Goo Bomb, basically slows enemy units down. It also has its purpose, but I've got to take the Fungus Stick Bomb. It's just incredible. And listen to that Orc yell. All right, let's move forward. You know, actually not as big as you think, which adds to how incredible this game is. Let's go ahead and throw the fungus stick bomb here. But a great set of people. I met one of them. I think it was Mark. Really nice guy. And, you know, obviously they're representing themselves here as Straylight Entertainment. But, you know, not a huge team. But these guys, they're incredible at what they do. They really are. Okay, let's take a look here. Move up a little bit more, the Shooter Boys. Yep, there we go. 4 of them. There we go, opening fire. And we're getting extremely close here. In fact, I must say, on this battle, on the left side, I sort of anticipated us not doing very well, but we're beating the enemy on this left side for sure. We're doing a tremendous amount of damage to them. And the reason I'm targeting these units in the back and not the more dangerous Grey Hunter Flamer pack, it's twofold. Number one, this unit is broken already. Number two, if we miss these guys, there is a chance that we'll hit the Grey Hunter Flamer pack anyway. So that's the way I'm looking at this. Maybe a little bit of convoluted thinking, but as Straylight knows, I'm quite the convoluted thinker, if you want to put it that way. There's a shot, 6 HP. Boom! Oh, yes, you burn. You burn. There's no coming back from that. He is finished. Anyway, guys, we are wrapping the stream up here. I want to thank everybody for showing up. It was really nice having you guys here. I want to thank Straylight for showing up, of course. This is their game, and anytime they come to represent it, I really appreciate it when they give me a watch and sort of see how I'm doing. I think I'm getting better. I don't know, but we'll have to see. And I just want to thank everybody for showing up. Obviously, if you guys have any questions for Straylight, this would be the time to ask them. And hopefully they can answer your question. If they can't, you know, we'll try to answer it, or we'll find some way to answer it. But we'll just see what happens. So thank you again, guys, for showing up. We really appreciate it. We're going to be doing some more Sanctus Reach in the future for sure. And I hope you guys are looking forward to it. So thanks again. Take care. Have a great day. And feel free to hang out here in the chat. And we love watching your streams, says Straylight, and you are getting better. Thank you. If only just slightly, I'm still happy. No problem, Spartan, and I hope you enjoy the game. Don't forget, the game also has multiplayer, so maybe jump online and find some opponents. See how you rank out there. But first, play the campaign, learn to play, and then jump online and have some fun. All right, guys. Take care.